Alright, what is going on, everyone? We are back with another video of the Rocket League team for LBCC, this time going against New Mexico State University Black. I'm Ian Salazar, Sokafai.
And I'm Zuri Minor.
And once again, this is the regular season for NECC. We are now in week 3. Last week, the Vikings did lose. They are now putting them 1-1 going into this third game, but let's see what they can do here as we head straight into it. LBCC will be in the blue, NMSU in the orange. Again, a best of 5 like usual. Let's get straight into it. Now, I know last week we saw the game one start in which LBCC won, and it kind of went a little downhill from there. So going into this one, as we've seen them multiple times,
and Burnschmack's already scores, so that's a good start right there.
As Burnschmack does score, besides probably scoring first, getting an early lead, what do you think they should do to get that momentum started right away?
I just feel like they need to better ball movement and more spread out across the field. Because what I feel like was happening with the last game, it was kind of all grouped up a bit, in the same type of areas, and that was just allowing for the other team to constantly get the ball to their side of the arena and stuff. So hopefully they're able to communicate that better this time around. What do you think?
They've been showing some good pressure, and it's already started as Crispy does get a good shot there. I feel like, yes, you're going off of what you were saying, trying to just spreading out more. Playing very good on the defensive half, like they've already been showing here. But I think also just trying to capitalize on their shots as a breakaway does come in for Burnschmack.
And Burnschmack's again,
and
second goal.
And he scores once again. Last week we mentioned Burnschmack's a lot. I
Yeah.
feel like he was literally every goal, if not every other goal. And so I feel like having a star player or just having someone to just start off hot and keep riding on that throughout the series will be huge for a team like these guys. We know and we've seen them that they have the talent. I think they just need to show out on that and honestly just capitalize on everything that they've been showing, and they've been definitely proving that here.
Yeah, good air dribble by Burnschmack. But yeah, like you were saying, I feel like he was just carrying, carrying on from what he was doing last week, pretty much from what we saw. So hopefully he just keeps that up for this game too.
LBCC up to minute and a half gone here, or less than a minute and a half, but good start to them. Good clears by the side of LBCC, keeping it onto the orange half.
Got 50 out right there.
San Panda will receive this, hits it over to the side, tries to get a second touch, is able to get it past one, and tries to go for a 50, isn't able to get there as well. Good shot by Crispy, is going to go off the backboard.
And wow, Crispy with the third goal of the game.
Good double tap by him off of the backboard, is able to get his car on balance, gets the touch off the backboard, misdirects his opponent. That looks like I'm going to try to figure out that name, Dexerkin. On the other side, is going to miss that, giving LBCC the hat trick. Very good start to them. Again, we talked about the momentum.
And wow, Crispy again with the 4th goal of the game. They're keeping the momentum up, it just seems like, and they're applying a lot of pressure, getting a good lead going. So hopefully they just keep this up for the rest of the game.
We didn't pull up the stat screen yet, but once we do, I wonder how many shots they have up to this point. Well, as we cycle through the players, we'll look at how many shots they have. One to San Panda, from what we've seen. But I feel like NMSU, they've been sort of being beat every other ball. They haven't been watching their rotations, honestly been being cleared out, playing just playing a little slower compared to LBCC's pace. But I feel like you definitely need to match that with such a team like this. Still 2.5 minutes to go, down 4, still doable as long as you can get a goal here within these next 40 seconds.
Oh, good demo.
But if you keep on going like LBCC is, I think that's game 1 to their hand here. LBCC does get a shot over the Burnschmack. Casper is going to receive that. Tries to go for a second touch. Isn't able to get there. Crispy does pop that into the air and is going to hit that over to the side.
Crispy trying to catch the ball again, but I think... Oh, good defense there by...
I don't think that was defense. I think that was just that just hit off the crossbar. Good shot, though, by NMSU. Isn't able to go their way, though.
and gets demoed out right there.
As
Crispy ends up scoring the 5th goal of the game, too.
We did not see that off of the demo, the smoke screen that occurred on screen, but if you look at that, I think he decided to rotate out, but at the last second decides to rotate back in and hit that ball directly into the back of the net. 5 goals nil of NMSU. So far, they've been putting on a show here.
Definitely.
Well, I don't want to say put on a show, but they've been showing out in this first game.
Yeah.
Just keeping that momentum, riding on that, just playing very well as a team. Again, that first game is really crucial to try at least get a start, a good start to the series, and give a little leeway. Not that you really want any leeway. You want to try to finish this as fast as possible,
Yeah,
especially going into these standings with tiebreakers.
Right there too. Yeah, it just feels like they're just like keeping the momentum going, and it's just been like going in their favor so far.
What have you noticed from NMSU as they're still scoreless as we head to like a minute left in this game?
I feel like they're not being as aggressive as LBCC is with like getting to the ball as like quickly as they do, and like their shot setups and stuff. So that's kind of been like a little bit of a weak point in their game so far, and that's led to them like not being able to score nearly as much. I feel like.
I think they're also giving LBCC a lot of space. Like, yes, they're giving them touches. That's fine, but yes, you want to space out, especially on defense. But I feel like if you give them a little too much space, that gives LBCC time to pretty much control the ball, dribble, whatever they need to do to score a goal here. As a good shot by Bernschmack is clear to the other side, isn't going to go wide, or is going to go wide, I should say, as we reach 30 seconds left to go. But so far, I think this is just a warm-up game for NMSU. Yes, they might be scoreless. We really didn't see anything from them as LBCC pretty much shows all of the goals in this game. But I feel like now that you have a game to kind of configure yourselves, figure out how LBCC likes to play, this second game could be interesting now that you have some sort of information on how LBCC likes to play.
Smacks with 3 seconds
left to go. Ball should be killed. Game 1 will easily go to LBCC, shutting out NMSU in that first game. That was honestly huge for them to start off the series strong. As we look to the stats, and I was we didn't see. Looks like Asan Panda only had 2 there, but compared to Bernschmack's and Crispy's shot count, you definitely want to show this. That's the offense that you really need if you're LBCC. I think you need to show that on NMSU if you're them.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, like like you were saying, that was just like maybe a little warm up, and now that they got an idea, they're gonna like try and like bring it back a little bit for the next game. But LBCC's just been like putting one of like showing out like you were saying before, and just a lot of good offensive like pressure being applied here.
I looked at some stats before this, just because I think going with a game like this, where it's pretty much a regular sport, except you're just taking soccer and adding cars and rocket power to it. Bernschmack's, or I'd say honestly all of the team, has scored out like almost 2.5 goals a game, 2.5 to 3 goals a game, and that's mostly, like we mentioned earlier, by Bernschmack. If we take up the past few series,
yeah,
he's been on it on his shot count here. So let's see how this goes, and you definitely want to have, again, a player that has been doing consistently well, and ride off of that player's like fire going into that's been on him as we get another
and
shot by
Bernschmack.
Bernschmack.
Wow.
Speaking of, right on cue.
Yeah, just talking about it, you spoke it into existence pretty much.
He's been doing a lot. Way to get up there, beat the ball. Looks like that was Drexen that tried to kick it out, but isn't able to get the angle that he wants. LBCC up 1, only 7 seconds off the clock here. Still a lot of time for NMSU to try to plot something back. But again, hot start for LBCC. I think another 2 goals here, and that could as long as they play defense, that could potentially be the game. But still a lot of time. I think that was a little communication error, as ball is going to go to LBCC. Drexen is going to get demoed out. Shot opportunity. Back pass by Asan Panda.
Good setup by Asan Panda, too, with that. Wow. And that was his first goal, too, I think, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That was either his first or second goal. As these games do go by really quick here. But I think the team play too. You've seen a lot of individuality by LBCC, but I think also working together as a team, as this is a team game, has definitely been like a big factor going into this, as they're already up 2-0, still under a minute in off the clock in the
Crispy
second
sets
game.
it up, but nobody was there to finish it.
Good pinch by Sax. Can he get a second touch as he does steal that mid boost? Is able to get there. Drexen is try to go for a touch, doesn't get there as well. A lot of whiff shots here. Probably also not the best touches by NMSU. I think that just gives LBCC time to capitalize and score there, as Burnchmax does get a demo on to Sax. Crispy now. Over to his side.
Good dribble by Crispy.
Dribble. Can he get a
And
second
wow,
shot?
oh wow, Crispy with the second
It was
shot.
an own goal, but it was a goal nevertheless.
Yeah.
Gets a flip reset off of the air dribble. Does hit it off the crossbar down to. Looks like that was a member, an NMSU member who's going to own goal of that. Up 3. Still a lot of time here.
And I think so far that was like every member of LBCC like has scored one too. So
Again, that team play, that cohesion that from LBCC. But for NMSU, you need. I think you're just lacking on all cylinders. Yes, you might be able to get some stops here and there, but I feel like your team play kind of been a little. I don't want to say the complete opposite or just opposite in general. I think it's their team play is just lacking a little bit. I think you need to try to capitalize on that, considering just how well LBCC has performed here. As
Crispy touches it.
Sax, can he get a shot here from Drexen? Is gonna get blocked out though. Over to Casper. Is gonna get it over to
Crispy takes it again.
Over to the side. Over to Brunch. Max is going to beat 1. 27 boost here does go up. Is gonna get saved out by Drexen though. Good.
San Panda touches it.
Panda. Good clear there over to the side, but Brunch Max will be there to receive. Is going to save that middle boost. Can he get a second touch? Brunch Max is going to get saved up by Sax, who pops it up into the air.
Over to get Crispy again, but gets blocked out.
Good shot. There
Good
is
setup.
blocked out as well. Over the Sax. Ball still on the side of NMSU, and a shot is there.
Takes it, but
Crispy now.
Birch Max.
Teammate Birch Max gets
Good setup.
Good demo. Good shot by Sanpad, but good saves by NMSU. That defense is there. But can we get some offense, as they are still scoreless? We didn't see them score a single goal in game number 1. So far, though, with under 2 minutes left to go, still no goals for NMSU either. Will we see? I think 1 goal for NMSU is something that they need right now, just to get something in them, just to get on the board. Hopefully, bring in some of that energy that they need going into this game. Because right now, LBCC has just been firing on all cylinders compared to NMSU. Good shot, but even better.
Yeah, blocked out again.
Save by Asan Panda. Over to his teammate now.
The San Panda takes it, but gets blocked out again.
Over to Crispy is going to get cleared now. Good clear by NMSU over to the blue half, but Burnchmax is there. Gonna hit it over to the other side. Good 50s there by, looks like that's Casper. Over to Sax. Good shot.
Good
but
setup,
but
but nobody's able to finish it with 1 minute left.
Max over to his teammate.
Good save.
Good clear, but isn't going to get there in time. NMSU, can
Good
we
setup.
see a goal?
First goal?
Barely gonna go off the crossbar. Over to Asan Panda now. Casper, what could have been NMSU's first goal is just going to barely hit the crossbar. Still scoreless as you reach 30 seconds to go. Over to Sax now. Brunch Max goes up, goes for the pre-jump. He's going to get there. Good save, though, by Sax. But still,
Crispy takes it.
Possession in favor of LBCC and the Vikings. Over to the Dexterkin now. Good shot. Can we see it? No, it's just barely going to go wide as we reach 10 seconds left to go. 3 goals to 0 for LBCC. They will take game number 2 and put them on match point again, leaving NMSU scoreless.
Man, they just been like you said, been firing on all cylinders. LBCC, they're just not giving really like any type of chances for New Mexico to score.
All players have been definitely showing, I guess, the one side that they've been like focused on. LBCC has just been on that offensive side, pretty much putting a bunch of goals in the back of the net, while NMSU have been getting a lot of saves. But again, I think LBCC has been playing very well all around. NMSU has been kind of there on defense, as you kind of had to. They've been getting a lot of shots in the back on their net. So the saves, yes, the saves count. That makes sense why it's up there. But I think you need to, again, we mentioned it earlier going into game number 2. I think it's more important than ever now in game number 3, is pretty much one game, and that one more game that they lose and this series will be over. You need to have that transition from defense to offense. Yes, they might be getting clears, but I think those clears are just leaving it, going back to an LBCC car, and then just bombing it back to the side of the orange for back on NMSU side. So we'll see what happens here, as LBCC is on match point in this as we head into game number 3. They are up 2-0. One more game and this series will be over.
Let's hope New Mexico can like bring it back for this one at least.
What have you seen from NMSU so far that you feel like it's been something that they've been doing well, but I feel like they should definitely improve on here, as the shot almost goes back to the LBCC.
With the last round, they were doing a good job at like those last like couple of seconds with the defense, I felt like, but it still like just wasn't enough for them to like, you know, score. At that point, it was already like they were down 3, and LBCC was still doing like good defense too. I just feel like maybe they need to be just a little bit more aggressive. Like we saw right there, that was like a good scorer by Sachs, who just finished that off and got their first goal of the game.
First goal of the game, first goal of the series, as we've seen them scoreless in this past 2 games, as NMSU will get on the board here, giving LBCC their first deficit in this entire series. Still a lot of time to go, though. We've seen how LBCC likes to play, and we'll see what happens here. As good shot by Bernschmax is going to get saved up by Casper. Good
save.
Clears.
And Crispy takes it.
Will we see NMSU hold now, or will we see them try to put another goal in the back of the net? We'll find out as the
Crispy with the first goal of the game for LBCC.
Looks like the ticker showed there on the top right too that he does get a demo. Yes, there it is on the screen. Good shot, good demo, leaving a 2v3 situation for NMSU easily.
That was good teamwork too. Good setup with Hassan Panda passing it over to Crispy to finish it.
LBCC ties it. Under a minute gone though. Just when you thought things would got a little hectic. Started to tame down as LBCC decides to tie it back up. Bernschmax does get a good save. Over the sack though. Crispy now is gonna get it past one. Can he stay with this? Looks like he's going to be able to. Gets it past another one. Casper misses it off of the crossbar, leaving a
Hassan Panda with the second goal for LBCC this game.
Hassan Panda easily. Good 50 by Crispy. I think that just 50'd in Hassan Panda's way, giving him the easy shot, putting them up 2-1. Still a lot of time though. Again, back and forth. LBCC started off with the deficit, now take the lead, putting 2 goals straight. But let's see if NMSU could hold now. Again, they've been sort of going back to their, I don't want to say old ways, but their previous ways. Just kind of giving LBCC a lot of space to do work in the air especially. Let's see what they can hold though. I think that's another thing that we haven't mentioned yet, as there's still 3 minutes left to go here. Their control in the air, like their air presence for LBCC, has just been spot on, as a shot does come in here. Is just barely going to go off the post. That could have been a tie game, as this game will be still 2-1 in favor of LBCC.
Gets stolen.
But as I was saying, I think the air control for LBCC has been spot on. We really haven't even seen a bunch of that from NMSU. Like I think they've been playing the ground game more, which is fine. But I think LBCC has just instantly adjusted to that, which is why we've seen them go up in the air more. Just being able to have possession and control in the air here. as we reach halftime in game number 3, this potential last game. But we'll see what happens. Will we see NMSU tie this game up to make this potentially last game, or will we see them extend the series? As Burnt Max is going to hit it over to the side.
I mean, they do have like enough time to still tie it up, so we'll see what happens. With a good save right there too. Crispy touches it. Nobody's there to take it from LBCC. And Hassan touches it again.
Good 50s by LBCC, though, keeping it to the orange half. But defense is there for NMSU Black so far. Still a 1-goal game, though. Still a lot of time for NMSU to try to plot a strategy to tie this game back up.
And Casper, the 50.
Good shot by Hassan Panda.
Max takes it.
Good team play over to Crispy from Max and Hassan Panda, but is going to get saved out. As we reach a minute left to go, will LBCC just hold, or will we see some amazing NMSU pressure come up in this last minute of game number 3? Good clear now to the blue half. Max is going to get it past 1.
And air
Casper,
dribble.
the last man of the defender. Good
But
save,
good
though.
save, yep.
Good save by Casper. Still not enough, though. LBCC is still having that pressure on the orange half.
I feel like they're being like really careful with what they're doing right now too.
You definitely don't want to force some random error for LBCC as you reach 30 seconds left to go here. Good shots, though, by NMSU. Can we see it? Oh,
and
man,
goes
off the crossbar. That could have been a game tying. I think you just need better shot placement if you're NMSU now. Opportunity. Good flick by Hassan Panda is going to get saved out by Sax. Over to Crispy, though, who will get 50'd out by, again, 10 seconds left to go now. Will we see NMSU, or LBCC, finish it off here? Good save, though, by Drexen. Let's find out, as that will be it. LBCC will take it 3-0. A sweep in very convincing fashion. They've been dominant on all cylinders. They've been showing up very well as GG's all around in that match stat. But LBCC takes it 3-0. Pretty much only allowing them, 1 goal in this game number 3 here?
Yeah, it was only 1, I think.
They kept them scoreless in game number 2. That just shows, I think after that loss from last game, I think they just definitely fixed everything. Again, I think that last game too was some very small errors, but we'll see how they do here as they are now 2-1 in the season.